we'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
Well, what do we ask about players in this league? We ask them to improve from year to year, and Josh Allen did exactly that from his rookie year to year number 2. Doubled his touchdown passes from 10 to 20. One of the better running quarterbacks in the league. Had 9 touchdown runs. That gives him 17 in his first 2 seasons. This guy gets better.
And for 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to flick on.
10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 52 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the ball to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it
Hausch gets the extra point and makes the score 7-0.
Steve Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka out and send this relay following the score.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 20. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go 23-yard line on second. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the early momentum.
Fiercely excellent week of practice. If it all came together, I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
37-yard line.
Allen on first down. Pressure right. It's brought in good. It's John Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out shotgun. Here's Allen. Finding there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And get this one to Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen coming and down he goes. Matt Judon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Old man is a very, very fickle man.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point. In that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a field test. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Got it. Jackson steps away to his left. And he lost the football. Now this is the Bills. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's not getting to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From down, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's corralled, but not for getting it inside the 35. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
at the 30.
Shotgun snap to Allen. It's knocks the tight end, make catch. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
Moves to Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking at a 3rd down. Let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this
in capital letters. Turn it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And 3 yards to go.
Jackson looking to throw under. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17-0 our score after 1.
Bills 17. Ravens nothing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Quick slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower?
They find some open field here. And finally goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
Well, they're right down here looking for 6.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down and goal. Jackson flushed out right. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instincts sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown out, and he's able to get us in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
7 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. He hits Beasley right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And it'll be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time,
absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 35-yard line.
Third and Allen. We're in the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Nothing the passer defense. Don't try my patience.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
and I always enjoy the conversation post because officials paused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Oh, you saw that one come. One back across, buddy. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Complete. It's Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing in on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson. Escape pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He uncorks it for Snead.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there. A loss on that play.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
coverage.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 so far. Going to be 13. Into heavy traffic. It's former Seahawk Earl Thomas. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to
for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 42 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game.
Turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Ball on the 30. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, alleys have been open for complete, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen's throw is complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
16.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep over the middle, and the ball was really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 30. Second and 10. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the score. Let's be smart what we're doing out there.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Outright. Nothing up and down the field. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first. They'll take into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Davis?
On first down. And it's something that's...
And his pass is intercepted. Fourth today. It's the... A shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Bills 17.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Up come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They did in the first half. That worked okay. To get the separation that you talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Operating. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate.
Ingram. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to get a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talk.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted by Jordan
Poyer.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know offensive guys telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll employ the jumbo now on 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And to left. He lets this one fly toward the back end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
At the 29-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run.
And only able to mutter a couple down to about the 27.
Terry, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't, their job is low.
Under a heavy rush, down he goes.
By Patrick Queen.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after. They get a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Makes the score. Ravens 21.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And that just enough.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. That time might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Ed Oliver made the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson eluded pressure right. He can. They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down by Tre'Davious White.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're right. This is when large Jack seems to thrive. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one.
Wallace brought him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off and not hit.
And running room hard to come by here. He's it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 run?
Yeah, 5 this time, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jacks dancing to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will extend their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will get into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the third line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game.
Always in him that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You
get greedy in a good way.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete right side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On here. Single will be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Gilby Singletary, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this is going to be intercepted by the Marcus Peters.
Intercepted by the
interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a little bit, but as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some balls were. It could be so many.
That's the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down.
It's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protect, they're off.
And inches.
I guess this is yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely.
And look at this. They get the turn. It's intercepted. And a good return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Start them going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Allen's pass.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his
is underneath to Singletary. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out into nowadays. They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive, but the way they back it up, the fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
10 more there and another first down.
That's another big.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving in the field. And here's the open guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Again, Allen. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive thing. You know why? Game time now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go ahead and be a little free in his play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line has quarterback for a different. Feel like they can block.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
First down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground?
He's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. For one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He may try and run this. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Taken down with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? We're feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Again, and this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. The difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball. Would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Out left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,